Wanna go for a ride?
You are joining the online studio. You are unmuted and can speak with the host. Recording started.
And we're live here with Open Mic Wrestling Night here twitch.tv/Calypso426. Thank you all for tuning in on this Sunday, December the 9th. It's amazing to think that we are actually in December. I know I said this already probably last episode, but I'll say it again. It's strange that we are in December. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. And yes, I'm wearing my Panthers gear despite them getting destroyed. Well, I don't want to say destroyed, but they got defeated by Jerry Lawler's Cleveland Browns squad. But I can't take anything away from the Browns. The Browns are they're actually really good here this year. So it's nothing that I can say I'm mad about. They obviously didn't play with a good effort today. So anyway, if you want to actually call in to verbally discuss with me anything you want in the world of pro wrestling, the number is, there you go, I'm getting better with it, right down there, 605-562-0444, and when it prompts you, you have to put in the show ID first, which is the 903 number, then the PIN number, which is the 665 number. Then you can call in, and if you want to talk about anything in the world of pro wrestling, you are more than welcome to. I always like a open dialogue here. So, and then I just also want to give a shout out to all the people I do business with, if you will. You see the running slideshow down below. Powerhouse Nation, Squared Circle Apparel. Go to squaredcircleapparel.com. Use my code OMWN15 for 15% off your whole order. My home, Fill in the Void Podcast Network. Long story. And then the Power Slam Wrestling Network. Go to powerslam.tv. Use code PWPNation for their first month free. Yes, so those are all of my particulars there. So anyway, there's a few things that we could talk about today. And again, anything you want to talk about, you could call in, or you could come in the Twitch chat and make your presence known, which I know a lot of it is going to actually wind up happening, which is okay. The thing I want to talk about here, because there's the, and again, any article I find online, I sometimes try to read them beforehand, but a lot of times I like to just, I guess I'm biting on clickbait, but I like to try and read it live with you so that this way you get the organic reaction that I'm having to this article as it's going along. I might have my thoughts on it based on the title, but then when we get into it, I will read more into it, and I'll just make more comments on it further. So, Wrestle Kingdom, we're going to be talking about Ric Flair. Now, this is, again, one of those things I just read the headline, so I don't really know more about it unless you've read the article or the piece yourself. Ric Flair says that he's cleared to be taking bumps again. A guy that can barely get through the ropes anymore, and again, he's had his health issues, so I'm not saying that he can't. I don't know what his workout regimen is since his recent health issues, but I wouldn't, under any circumstance, any promotion would want him to take any sort of bumps, even if it's just to take a knee in the ring. And this is no disrespect to the 16-time world champion and 2-time Hall of Famer, but I wouldn't want to have that happen again. Or I wouldn't want that to be on somebody where it's like, oh, he got hurt, I'm taking a bump. So, but anyway, so there's that. And then the main thing I kind of want to talk about, and it rolls into a bigger topic here, I'll pull it up right here, is Big Cass from NXT and WWE. Now he's kind of doing his rounds on the indies. He had a seizure over the weekend, yesterday to be exact, with over at a House of Hardcore event. House of Hardcore had two NWA Championship matches, including the World's Championship and the National Championship. Both were successfully defended by the champions, amongst other things that had happened. And congratulations to Tommy Dreamer on a good turnout. And unfortunately, this was the cloud that actually, I don't want to say ruined the show, because I don't know. I'm not going to say that the show was good or bad. I don't, because I didn't watch it, nor did I attend. But however good the show was, for anybody that's backstage, it probably was a little dark cloud on there, because quite frankly, this goes into a bigger topic. So over on Twitter, like, if you want to follow me at Calypso426, if it's one thing to say a wrestler's bad or you stink or boo, if you're booing a wrestler, that's one thing, because it's part of the job. You're hating the character, you're hating the persona that they perceive inside the ring and the promos on your television. And if you go to a live event over there as well. I use the example of Nia Jax because I think this is the best example for the point that I'm trying to get across. Just because I think she's unsafe in the ring, just because I don't think she's any good, just because I think that right now with her promos it's over excessive and it's just awkward, it's not good. I will always defend Nia Jax for one thing, and that's when people fat shame her. There's no need for it. You can't be pitting apples and oranges together there on that one. I mean, the two things just don't relate. You could talk about what the person does for a living. That's one thing. But when you're discussing them as a person, I don't like that. But Big Cass has drawn some criticism for the way he looks post WWE, and a lot of people didn't. People weren't fans of Big Cass, and for going off script on WWE TV, on live WWE TV, for I'm sure other things in the backstage area. I don't know these things because I'm not an insider. And if there was inside reports like that, I don't remember because now it's practically ancient history. When somebody has a health crisis like this, where they just have a seizure, that's scary stuff. And again, it's one thing to hate a person as a talent for one reason or another. You can't be wishing harm upon somebody and saying, oh, well, it's karma. What? Why? How? I don't understand it. I don't understand that concept that people, unless they're looking for attention, and that attention is not good attention. And the one thing I find very disturbing about this whole incident, and it's not the fact that he had the seizure. We don't know what's going on. I don't believe there's any medical reports that have been put out there since the time of this seizure. I will say, though, I firmly believe it's disgusting that somebody actually filmed this. I don't know who filmed it. I honestly don't even want to know who filmed it. Because watch, it'd be a talent in a bag. I don't know. Because I refuse to watch the video. I refuse to acknowledge sites in particular that have the video.